You see the fade though. You know what I'm saying? The fade look good, man.
You see, that's the thing though. I can't even see you now that I'm thinking about it. Only
What
you
do
can
you
see
mean?
me.
Why you can't see me? Oh,
Yeah, I can't see you, but I can tell you this: I was watching the Minions movie this morning, so
what is that? The Minions.
yeah, yeah. Oh, and I gotta add, what's your shirt say? I saw the eyes. What does that say?
Uh, what does it say? Eyes on the prize. You know, lion's blood. Lion's blood tee. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too
Lion's
major,
blood
man.
tee.
It's
Okay.
a lion's blood t-shirt. It's nothing too major.
What is
That's all.
what is that?
That's all. You ready though?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I just want to
All
let
right.
the people know,
It's Lion's Blood. Nate Burleson's clothing line. Remember?
Oh, okay. Okay. I like
Okay,
that.
let's get it.
Yeah,
Let's get
you
it
gotta,
popping.
you gotta send me a link, man. But like
Let's
an
get it
actual link.
popping.
You just sent me nothing. That's crazy.
Let's get it popping. Yo, what it do? What's happening? It's last second dose where we doing the most, baby. It's your boy Rad out here in Rip City, Portland, Oregon. Big repping them Detroit Lions. Y'all know what it is. But I got the guy, young Mustafa, Mr. Mustachio, aka McStats, Mr. Ford Field himself. Dose, keeping the straight face. What's happening,
Way to
baby?
go, man. What's up? What's up, man? Nothing, man. I was trying to look because
You kept the straight face. I'm proud of you.
that intro is a little bit shorter than I thought. See, look,
Yeah,
we haven't been on in a while. That
it
intro
is.
was done quick.
Yeah, we ain't been on about, I want to say about a week or two for
Yeah.
sure. And then, you know what I mean? The intro's cut up short, nice and sweet, straight to the point, and we about to bring the heat. You heard? We talking training camp.
Oof. And
we got
some
Mr.
new
Inside
lines.
Scoop. He got the inside scoop. I need to talk to you, man. We ain't talked. We ain't even been on the phone or nothing.
Mm-mm.
No text messages. No nothing. We've been ghosts. You've been ghosts for about a week.
No,
shout out to the chat. They not ghosts. Al, I see you in the building. 9 drinks. Is it Thielick?
Thielick, yeah.
Thielick. What's happening, everybody? What's happening? What's happening?
Thielick, man.
Yeah, man, you went ghost on me for a little bit. But you know, we ain't gonna we'll talk about that off the record. You know what I mean? How you hurt my feelings and things like that.
Brett, I don't think you've been texting me though either. So it's like, you know what I mean? Oh,
it's a two-way street.
Oh man, they played us. Hold up, it's an hour ago. Oh, so they just started practice earlier. My bad, Brett. I'm distracted, man. The Lions Twitter always gets me distracted. I'm seeing it and I'm trying to figure out the timing here. It looks like they ended. Oh, that must not have been today then. I don't know what's happening.
What's happening, Martell? What's happening now? First off, I got a couple things I want to get off my chest.
Yeah,
the t-shirt is old. It's Nate Burleson's clothing line. That's that Lion's Blood. That's way back in the day. The t-shirt's an old t-shirt. Okay, so there's no need to send you a link to that. Second, I need you to get me one of those grit hats.
Grit? It says grit on it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Who was wearing it?
Dan Campbell.
He had one that just said grit?
Just grit. He made some grit hats. So next time you're in the building, I need you to get me a grit hat.
I didn't even...
Real talk.
I didn't see
those grit hats?
No, I saw the 313 shirts, and then I saw a link to it, so I clicked that.
Yeah, so I got these link. They got these grit hats. I need one of those off rip.
Man, I didn't know they had those. Okay, I'll look out for it.
I need one. I'll need one too. What's up? Y'all got any questions? Throw the questions in the chat. We'll talk about them. We just talking training camp. We just wrapping today. You know what I mean? And tomorrow's the big day. We got Hard Knocks jumping off tomorrow. You know that, right, Dose?
Yeah. No, that's actually a question I have for the chat. What time do you know what time they're going to air that?
It's normally like 9 Eastern, I thought.
Okay. Because I'm not going to actually be here. I'm going to be somewhere else watching it. So I just want to know if I was seeing it before everybody else or not. That way I could time it up. But yeah, tomorrow for everybody. So that's going to be fire. And they showing us clips of it. The Jamal Williams one, Rad, I know you saw that. That thing was sweet.
Martell said 10:30 Eastern.
Oh, 10:30. Oh, I'm gonna see it way before then. Okay.
How you gonna see it way before? What you mean?
I can't tell you that.
You bootleg. Oh,
I can't tell you that.
Can I say that?
It ain't bootleg. Nah, it ain't bootleg. I mean, I sometimes you gotta go bootleg, right? But this ain't bootleg. This is real. This is legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now, you in there like booty hair. You heard?
Okay.
And they're like booty hair. What? You in there, dog?
I'm okay.
You in there like booty hair. I need a grit. Look, I need a grit hat. And I need it signed. You know what? Yeah. I don't even need it signed. Just get the hat for me. Like if you see Dan Campbell, just knock it off his head. But when you're knocking it off his head, say, "Hey, I mean this with no disrespect." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because if you knock a man's hat off his head, that's disrespectful. So before you do it, be like, "Hey, I'm not coming from a disrespectful place."
That's
just
crazy.
say I'm not coming from a disrespectful place, and you knock that grit hat off his head. Like, "Hey, my boy Rad need this." Yeah. That's it. But you got to start with, because you knock a man's hat off his head, he probably gonna slap you. So you just tell him as you're doing it, bam, no disrespect, knock it off, pick it up, and run.
Yeah.
Show that 4 or 5 speed. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. I was working on it one of these days, just seeing how fast I could run. I think I got about a solid 6. So,
man, if you run a 6 flat, we might have to stop doing shows together.
No, it's unofficial though. It's unofficial time,
Bro.
So I don't know what I really hit. It could have been a 4.
Okay, that's you run a 6 flat. We probably gonna stop talking. That's slow. You're too young to run that slow.
Yeah, that'd be rough. I think that would be bad. I don't think it's very fast, but that'd be
slow. That ain't a 5 flat is slow. Like no.
But it's all about the get off though, It's all about the if I stumble, now I'm running 6 seconds.
No, then you stop and say I'm gonna start over.
No, you can't start over at one take. Like you say, one take Drake. Don't you say that?
Yeah, one take Drake.
Yeah. You want to start with this news before we start training?
Yeah, let's get it. Bring it in, because you just told me about it, and I've never heard of the Joker. But bring it out. Yeah.
So I think someone brought part of it up in the chat. They said that they just signed Kendall Lamb, offensive tackle. At the same time, the dude's name I can't pronounce. Right? You got to give this guy's name a shot. That Oben Zed, the offensive guard, remember from Ferris State, big dude, Obin Zed or something. It's spelled
no.
Okay, well that guy, he was an undrafted signing this offseason. He's been placed on reserve retired list. That's like the 4th player I think we've had, 3rd UDFA to go on that list with Waller and Corey Sutton. So that opens up a spot. So they signed offensive tackle Kendall Lamb. I haven't looked much into it, but because it just happened. But from what I'm seeing, he's a 30-year-old tackle, so this isn't like some sort of UDFA we just brought in. And he's played a good amount of snaps. He was signed by the Titans last to a 2-year, $4.5 million deal to compete for the starting right tackle position. But he got hurt in training camp, so they cut him as a cap cut.
Okay.
So now I'm excited because I'm like, oh, we might have a veteran here, and it turns off to see how he played, but he filled in for Taylor Lewan last season when he went down against the Chiefs and he played left tackle. So he's playing both tackle spots. Ooh, okay. Hey, that's all I know, man. But that's got me a little excited. Check it out. He played 800 snaps in 2018.
I like it because if he's already competing on the Titans, who has a solid offensive line for a starting position, he's better than Matt Nelson. I don't even need to see any film. If you're competing for a starting job on the Titans, you're already better than Matt Nelson. So I'll take it.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean,
I like it, man.
Y'all know how I feel about Buddy. Matt Nelson's buns. And then I think we're finally starting to see it. Like,
I think
they're realizing, they're realizing that he's not good.
We got to get someone that's played this, in the NFL before. I mean, all these UDFAs are cool and stuff. Man, that's a position that you were on it just like I was. We got to get a guy that can hold this down. Because this idea that we can just have a UDFA in here or, and I don't want to hate on Matt Nelson, but just bringing him back and plug him in, it's just going to be what it is. It's like, nah, man, we can't go through that again. So hopefully this dude is legit, but I don't know. I'll have to see more of it. But it seems like there's potential here, man. You don't just go sign a 30-year-old. That doesn't happen. So,
right. I like that. Bringing a veteran offensive lineman. Because if somebody go down, I hope not, Lord. But if it happens, we at least got somebody who's got some snaps under his belt.
Right.
Like you just said. Hold on, Melissa got a question. What's the report on Hutchinson? Curious how the Lions D looking. You want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah. Have you seen anything about Hutchinson? Because I feel like I've seen mixed reports about him. But from what I've seen, I know what I think of it. I don't know if you have some thoughts from what you've seen.
Well, from what I've read is I mean it's up and down. I mean he's a rookie. Sometimes he wins some, sometimes he loses some, but that's expected. Mm-hmm. But that's all Absolutely. You've seen like live. I want to hear you've seen with these them two right there, those with them eyes.
Right. No, I say that because it's
right.
I say that because I know on like Twitter and stuff, they haven't been putting out this is little fly. This is gonna drive me crazy. They haven't been putting out like a lot of highlights of him winning his reps. They put out all the clips they got because I know they're probably not, clipping everything. All the clips they got is him like getting walled up or something, and everybody sees that and they're like, this is a problem. From what I've seen him play a lot. First off, he's gotten a lot of snaps with the first team. Sometimes he'll play second team too. I didn't see him as much as a Family Fest. I've seen his passing downs, man. The interior pass rush seems to be where they're going to use him a ton. That's his spot. They'll put him out on the outside here and there, but when it comes to obvious pass downs, they put him over a guard. They'll move him inside, and that's where he goes to work. And then they'll put Julian or James Houston or Charles or someone like that on the edge. And that's like you said, there are reps where he gets locked up, and there's reps where he wins. So. But I think that's with every pass rusher, even the good pass rushers. Like they ain't gonna win every single rep.
Right. True.
His run defense definitely seems more effective on the outside, which makes a ton of sense. Okay. But his pass rush, man, from the interior, like the reps that he does win, when they get the obvious passing downs, either they double team it seems like. Every once in a while, you'll get him locked up by a Jonah Jackson or a Big V, but for the most part, man, he's a problem in the inside. He gets there so fast it destroys the whole offensive play. Because sometimes when he'll win on the edge, it doesn't affect it to the same extent because he'll still get the ball off or he'll step up in the pocket. You don't feel it, or they'll roll away from him. But he's on the inside and he wins. I mean, the play's over immediately. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't think there's anything that I didn't expect to see from Aiden Hutchinson. He's done well to me, but I think we all have super high expectations. So we want to see all these highlights and things of what Aiden Hutchinson has done so far. But it's just the biggest surprise to me is how much they've used him on the interior. I knew that was a part of his game, but how much they're using him, especially in obvious pass downs, that seems to be the spot that they like him the best. And I like the idea on paper because, you get pressure from the inside, it's over. You get pressure from the inside, there's nowhere you're going to go. So we got guys who can win on the edge, especially when Romeo's healthy. So I like the idea of it.
Romeo,
yeah, we already went down that.
Yeah, we don't need to talk. Romeo, I don't think it's gonna be back until probably like week 8. Even if he comes back this year, I don't see Romeo.
Oh man, that was
Romeo as a Detroit Lion is coming to an end. Anyways, I don't think he'll play. I really don't.
It'd be great to have him though. It would. Man.
I got a question though. Have you seen Hutchinson go up against Taylor Decker at all?
Yeah. I mean, he flips a lot. I think I see him more go against Penei Sewell than anything.
That's what I've read.
Oh yeah, but and you see him beat Taylor Decker too. I've seen him beat him multiple times. I've seen him beat Taylor Decker.
That's good to know.
The thing is, I like about Taylor Decker because we know he's not the longest guy and things like that. So he's all about the movement with him. And when you see him get reps on Taylor Decker, about him just side, and it's like he gets around him like that. It's like, whoa, Taylor Decker's quick, man. That's impressive when you see him do things like that. But they seem to match him up a lot more against Penei Sewell because then when Decker's out, when he gets like a lot of rest days, then they'll put Sewell at left tackle. But I see him a lot against Penei Sewell, a little bit against Taylor Decker. But I would say majority of the time it's either Sewell or it's inside. That's where you see him working at. But no, he's had his wins. He's had his wins against Decker for sure. Just like against Sewell, he's had his wins. I mean, and it's hard because when you're at training camp, you're always trying to follow the ball. But if you key in on him on certain plays, you'll see him just beat Sewell like that. And he's beating him with the moves that you saw back in Michigan too. He'll just beat him quick. I mean, just one move and he's right there to the backfield. And it's like, all right, you can see how fast he can get there. It's just a consistency thing, but that's expected. We got great offensive linemen.
What's the deal with your boy?
See, I'm worried about that too. I'm worried about that too. To the extent where I'm updating his 53 red, I put him as questionable. I'm not even sure if he'll come into the season on the 53. So I'll have to see like he might be on some sort of list. That's what I'm thinking because I don't know what he did today. So maybe if anybody has an update of that, I don't know. I'll have to look into it afterwards.
What happened to him?
I have no clue. They just said he got banged up, and it's something that maybe they asked him today, but the last we know is he got banged up, and they said that they're trying to be smart with him. But for the last like 3 to 4 days, he hasn't even been out there.
Yeah, I read that. He hasn't been out there. So is it the back again?
I have no idea. I hope not. But it's just it worries me because I'm at the point. It's like, dude, like let's say he doesn't, he's not out the next couple of weeks, or he doesn't play the first couple of preseason games. He'll probably be on the list to start the year. You know what I mean? He'll probably not come in on the team this year, and it'll at least open up a roster spot, I guess. But we're trying to see that growth from him, baby.
Right, second round pick, bro. Like we need something out of this. We have the worst luck with second round picks.
It's terrible.
Like we do. Yeah. Only one as of right now who's kind of like doing his thing is DeAndre McSwift, though. Swift. That's it. All our second round picks never pan out. And I'm with Panda. If this is back again, they're gonna need to reimburse us. Like that, we need our second round pick. What's that, the Panda? Like, build it. Yeah, we need our pick back. And then Josh Pascal, what's the deal with him? Like
nothing, no updates on him from what I've seen at all. Yeah, it's the same thing that we all heard about. He had the hernia surgery, and since then, I don't think I've seen him. I don't think I've seen him either on the field either. So I don't think the thing is he never really gave us a timeline on where he's even at within recovery there. He just said it happened back in the spring. So it sounds like it's happened a while back. But I'm kind of at the point from just getting no updates. It feels like he's not gonna. It feels like he'll be on a PUP list to start the year. That's what it feels like. But I mean, I'm hoping. I just haven't heard anything since he's told us that about him, and I haven't seen him at all. I maybe I have seen him. No, I don't think I've seen him at all. No, because I remember I saw him at the beginning. You saw him at OTAs and things like that. I don't think I've seen him since then. And now we got to worry about Julian a little bit too. I don't know. Maybe he practiced today, but even the last couple of days, they were saying that maybe something popped up with him. And then at the Family Fest, he was there, but he was off to the bench just sitting. So I'm assuming they were being smart with him. So I'm hoping we hear today that he practiced because he didn't practice at the Family Fest. And I'm like, oh my goodness, man. Woo!
When they're practicing right now, you said, right?
That's what I thought. They were supposed to start at 2:30, I found out. And then I'm seeing now it looks like their practice may already be over. So, actually, we got a little.
Anything came out? Because I'm not seeing anything that came out.
It looks like the Pascal might be out there without pads on. From what I'm looking at, he might be out there in the background. But I don't know if that's from today or not.
9 drinks. I 100% agree with this. 100%. Like that year, I wanted Jonathan Taylor. Not mad at Swift. I like Swift. I'm a big fan of Swift. But obviously, I would have rather had Jonathan Taylor when they were coming out and as of right now, because Jonathan Taylor is being considered one of the top running backs. He is one of the top running backs in the league, but a lot of people have been talking about he's like the number one. I still think it's Derrick Henry, but yeah, 9 drinks, I would have rather had Jonathan Taylor. But I like Swift. I do.
You'd have been good in this offense too. All the power stuff they like to do. You'd have been great in some of the heavy sets we go to.
But yeah.
I mean,
Swift, some other people I wanted to ask you about.
I'll say this about your boy Swift though, because last year I don't remember him standing out to me, and because I don't really look for Swift like that. Like some people go there, they're all hype about Swift. I'm not like that with DeAndre Swift, but I do watch him, and he does look different from the rest of the running backs this year. Just how well he moves, how explosive he looks this season. He does look different in that way. Like he seems to make big plays every time it touches his hands. But that's in a pass. As soon as he gets outside, he's making guys miss. He's always making the first guy miss, it seems like. He doesn't always finish the play, but he's always making the first guy miss. He looks good right now. So I'll see where it's at, but he looks good right now.
That's good to hear. We just need him to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Stay healthy, baby back ribs. That's what we need for Swift.
The running backs look really good right now. We look good at running back. Oh, man. And it's like I'm seeing less of Godwin. I'm seeing so much less of Godwin. Well, actually, I'll take that back. I've seen Godwin, but at the Family Fest, I barely saw Godwin. Like the 4 were laid out. Jamar was 4, Craig was 3, Jamal and Swift were the 1 and 2. Very little bit of Godwin. So I'm wondering how that battle's going to go with special teams. But those 4, man, so many of the run plays that you watch is like they were bouncing it. Guy would get in the backfield. They had to make guy miss and get outside. Craig Reynolds started it off. We know what Swift, how explosive he's been. And Jamal just, he's always picking up chunks. But then you see the same thing with Jamar and Craig Reynolds. They're just carrying the load. There's just no drop off when you saw them come into the game. It just felt like there was no drop off. Now Jamar lost a couple yards on a couple of plays, but it wasn't him. He was just getting blown up because our offensive line, second unit offensive line. I think the tackles got some issues there. But in terms of the backs, we look good, man. Like I think all the hype's legit. We look deep, and to the point of should we trade for a running back? I don't even think
that was I was about to ask you that. You wouldn't put in a bid for Kareem Hunt?
Nah. Well, and I don't know if you saw Josh Jacobs. Lions could be interested there too, and I'm like,
yes,
So, but at this point, like if there's any position, I'll be trading for a tackle. Like I played around with running back, man. I just know that at that point I'm probably cutting Jamar Jefferson, and that's probably where you're going to be at if you go get another running back. I'm good with having a lot of running backs, but right now it already seems like some of these
Josh Jacobs is still a young running back. He's still very young.
That's a different scenario. If we got him for like nothing, I'd take it, but I wouldn't give up like a legitimate draft pick for him.
You wouldn't give up a third for Josh Jacobs?
No.
Oh, you're tripping.
If they were just selling it, like, hey, take a sixth or maybe a fifth, maybe. Like, all right, we could throw something at that.
Would you give up a third for Kareem Hunt?
No, I don't want to give up a third.
No, so what is wrong with you?
Give a third, man. I like our backs, man. I'm telling you, they look good, man. I just don't think we need it.
It's Jamal's contract year.
I get it, but at the same time, it's Kareem Hunt's contract year, I believe, too.
It is. But Josh Jacobs or either one of them, I'll take both of them jokers, bro. I'm a Jamal Williams fan. I don't want people to think that, but I do think Josh Jacobs and Kareem Hunt is better than Jamal Williams. I'm gonna be real with. I think Kareem Hunt's better than DeAndre Swift. I'm just gonna put that out there.
When healthy,
Kareem Hunt is better than DeAndre Swift.
It'd be tough.
100%. And I'm gonna probably say Josh Jacobs is better than DeAndre Swift.
He's gonna get paid though too. That they're all in that same boat.
I think both of them are better than Swift. So I would definitely give up a third. I mean, the chat's saying a fourth. Like, yeah, I would give that up for either one of those running backs.
I wouldn't touch it. I can't move Jamal
because I think they're both better than Swift.
I'm moving Jamal. Jamal's too much to this team.
Jamal can stay around. He can stay around. Jamal can still get some snaps on passing downs. Power when we need that 1 yard or 2 yards, he can still do it. Because
it's just overkill, man. I just don't need it.
It's not. I
think it's too much. You're taking away rest from Jamal, and Jamal's just the heart of this offense. And then DeAndre Swift's going to come in as the guy. I get it. He's been hurt. But then what I'm seeing from Craig and Jamal, I don't want to take snaps away from Craig because if I go get Kareem and these dudes stay healthy relatively, then Craig's out of the mix completely. And
he's better than both of them.
Craig out of the mix. Is he though? Craig's sample size was so small, but he was so darn good last year. Man, he was really good last year. Hey, I'm just saying. I would.
You're not about to tell me, or you're not about to tell me or the people that Craig is not on the level of Hunt and not even close.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh my gosh, bro!
Hey, we'll see. Craig was good last year. His dog last season.
He was, but say
the draft pick. Go get something else. Go get another D lineman. Go get an offensive tackle.
I think that those are bigger needs. 100% those. I think a good backup offensive tackle is a bigger need than running back, and especially another defensive lineman. For sure.
We could use that draft pick and go to draft one next year. I'd probably rather do that because now you might have him for this year and that's great. But then what are you going to do when their contract's up? Are you going to pay the guy or are you going to want to go draft another running back because he's off a contract? Well, then at that point, you just gave up your draft pick. So, I'd rather just take that.
Wait, it won't stay up. He said, love Jamal, but we're not putting together an after school special. We're trying to build a football. Just tell him, Panda.
Jamal's a dog, man. We don't like Jamal. I love Jamal, man.
I do too, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to win some football games, bro.
Did you hear what Goff said?
What did Goff say?
They're so hyped about Jamal this year. He said that's the guy to watch, and then they're talking about for what he's going to mean for Hard Knocks. You can't get rid of Jamal, man. You got crazy. You can't do it.
I don't care. I'm excited to watch Hard Knocks. Offense. But what do you have to mean to Hard Knocks is not a reason why we keep you on the team.
You need those gel guys, man. You can't cut. You know how much that would break the locker room if you trade away Jamal. It'd be like, what are we
I never
doing?
Said trade him away. I said that we're going to cut into his snaps because we have a better option.
You're like slicing him out of a role, man. I can't do that to him, man. No.
But we're trying to win.
I'm with you, but that's not our issue. Our issue isn't Jamal Williams. We got other issues.
It's not, which is backup offensive lineman and D line. I get that.
Why does our streams go like this?
What?
I don't know. I don't know. This just goes like random stuff.
We always go random. You know that. Like, I mean, we say we're gonna come in and talk about this and whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyways, we appreciate the chat. We do. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Hold on, really quick though.
Yeah.
I got to talk about him, Malcolm Rodriguez, man.
Yeah, it's your boy, man.
From what I'm hearing is that the dude's been playing very well.
Right.
Like we all thought he would. He's been 100%. Getting reps he got some reps with the ones.
Yep.
Getting reps with the twos. He's moving up the depth chart. Yeah. He's looking better than Jared Davis.
I'll give you that.
Talk to me about him.
I'll give you that. No, you didn't have to throw it in there, but I'll give it to you. You know, I mean, I'm struggling because I'm gonna be called crazy, man, but I don't dislike our linebacker group when I'm seeing it in person. I'm like, dude, we actually don't look bad. Like, first off, Chris Board. I thought Chris Board was just kind of like, it is what it is. He's just gonna be because he's a vet. I mean, every time I watch Chris Board, I'm like, nah, he looks pretty good. I mean, he's not special in terms of like what I'm seeing as a pass rusher or I'm seeing in coverage, but he does seem very solid on early downs. Malcolm Rodriguez, I think, is just standing out because he just brings something different that none of our other linebackers really excel at, aside from maybe a little bit of Alex. He'll give you some plays in coverage, but Malcolm Rodriguez he just moves better than everybody else we have at backer. Anytime he has to drop, when they go to third down, he's the dropping linebacker. They'll blitz the other guy. That's what they do. On pass downs, he drops, other linebacker blitzes. So when he's out there with Davis, every time Davis blitzes, he'll drop into coverage. And you see it like he's very fluid, just in some of the underneath out routes. So just take him away. Quarterback forced to hold on to the ball. He's just giving us something different in the linebacker group. But I'm not disliking it right now. I'm kind of liking our linebacker room a little bit because Chris Board has surprised me. Malcolm I think we all expected he'd be this, but he's done it kind of fast. Like, and he's lived up to those, hype early. And I'm a fan of Alex, so I'm not disliking our linebacker room. It's not great, but I think it can hold it down when you look at what defensive line could be.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. No, so Malcolm's been legit though, for sure. He's been good.
He has been nice.
Yeah.
What about Barnes?
He makes a play every day.
Barnes.
Look, I'd have to look at my stuff for Barnes. Where is he? Because it's weird because he came in and he wasn't with the ones, and now he's kind of with the ones again with Alex. I can't say Barnes has stood out in terms of like any area to me. I'll have to watch for him, but I can't say Barnes has stood out anywhere to me. Definitely more of a. I've been Chris Board. Those guys made more of a pressure on me than Derek Barnes to this point, but I'll have to focus more on him because I know he's still getting very high reps. He seems like he'll come in as a starter.
Chris Board showing up, huh?
Yeah, I thought he was showing up. Maybe it's just because I didn't know what to expect with him, but I was just like, man, he can play. It seems like at this point they're slowly like moving Barnes back up, though. Malcolm's moving up. Board's kind of coming down. It seems like that's kind of how the rotation's starting to play out. Like kind of, I think what a lot of us anticipated. But coming into it, Board was getting very high reps, and I don't think Board's let off anywhere. I think he's been just solid every day. But they're just kind of going to what the future is. Barnes is up here because he's so young, and Malcolm's a future, so they're going to that.
I like it. That's why I think our linebacker core should be
Barnes and Malcolm. Definitely could be
for sure. I mean, they were drafted to be the future.
Yeah,
but I was reading they were saying just because Malcolm's so undersized, like he has to play perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard Dan Campbell say that.
Yeah, like he can't make mistakes type stuff just because of his size and things like that. Which above the shoulders, I already thought he was a great, like he understands the position, the game, things like that. And then his athletic ability. So I don't see why if he understands the game and he's a super athlete, a good athlete, I think he should be solid for us. I really do. I really think he should be solid. I want to circle back to running backs. What's the deal with him? Like I know who Justin Jackson is from the Chargers.
Yeah,
I remember him. Solid running back. I believe he was like their second running back behind Eckler.
Yeah. I think he was their third, and then he became their second with injuries. But no, I mean, he's been at the bottom of the depth chart every day I've seen. He's been behind Godwin. He's been at the bottom for running backs. Maybe today they started moving him up. From what I've seen so far, though, they haven't moved him up at all. It's just been he's kind of at the bottom. He's kind of in the spot that Greg Bell, I guess, was in. And that just seems to be is what it is. But like you said, I mean, he's played well in the past. So it's just a really tough room, man, because no one's given up a spot. I guess that's the way to put it. Is no one's allowed, like Craig Reynolds hasn't fumbled or dropped passes where it's like, maybe we should move him up. And Jamar Jefferson, like last year's training camp, he just makes big plays all the time. It's like no one's giving up their spot for Justin Jackson to find a way into it. And I don't think when they signed Jackson that they had any idea that he would be a high running back, because they would have signed him before then. You know, they signed him when they did because Greg Bell got hurt. That's all it was, it seemingly, and just keep putting pressure on him. But no one's letting up their spot so far. So I don't think he'll make the team at this point. At this very moment, he won't make the team.
Okay. Just a camp body.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the D tackle, Demetrius Taylor?
I like that. I saw Campbell was talking about him today. I didn't hear what he said, but
little Aaron Donald.
Oh yeah, I mean, he don't look like Aaron Donald, but you know, he had a
he's just short. Like he's just
he is.
That's
short.
the only reason why I call him that. He's just
no, I like it. I like it. He had a sack, I think, in the Family Fest, because not a sack, it was almost a sack. He did a little stunt work. He'll pop a few times in the run game, but it's nothing that's like been huge to me. But he pops here and there. His little pass rush here and there. Yeah. I don't have him on the roster right now, but yeah.
I got to talk about Austin Bryant because I read he's been doing solid. Actually, he's been showing up.
Yeah, and you didn't think he'd make it. Yeah, Austin Bryant's been doing some work now. He's been doing some work. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I want to put these two together because I've mistaken them for each other multiple times, but it's fine because they both done well. Him and Eric Banks have done really well. Eric Banks is a bigger surprise to me because I just thought nothing of it. But the last few days, he's been crazy, just everywhere. And then Austin Bryant, throughout the whole thing, he looks just like a monster against the run on the edge. And then he gives you pass rush. And remember, last year was his breakout year. So I got both of them right now in the roster form, and because of injuries and things like that. But yeah, both of them have done well. And Austin Bryant just seemingly picked up where he's been because Austin Bryant showing consistency. Every day he seems to make plays. Meanwhile, Eric Banks the last few days has went crazy. And it's just like, okay, he's on the second team now. He's working up really high reps. Those two guys have been huge.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Melissa got to go. Kerry Hyder.
Oh, that's that D line's name.
You remember Kerry? You don't remember? You remember Kerry Hyder? Junior, you remember him?
Yeah.
Would you be interested in picking him back up due to injuries and things like that?
No, he's been hurt a lot too. I'm pretty sure.
You don't think he'd outplay Austin Bryant?
Ooh, he might. No, I don't think so, actually, because I think with Austin Bryant's really shining. He's shining in run defense. Like there will be plays that are ran to him where it's like they just run into an absolute wall when he hits him. That's what he looks like. He's
holding up that point of attack.
Yeah. And I think they like that. They need a guy with that power. So, no, I don't think he would, because Kerry Hyder's a little different. And I think he's had the injuries, too, in the past, so it wouldn't really separate him there either.
Okay. All right.
You want to see what I'm –
that's what I was about to say. Let's bring that 53-man up so we can talk through this. Let's talk through the 53-man. Hey, why Doe's bring that up? Hey, we got people in here. Smash that like button for us one time. For the one time, smash that like. You heard. Takes 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
And Brad, I got some stuff coming your way, like sending out to you. So be able to look for that, man. I got some stuff coming out, coming to you. That shirt you got to sign, and like some bobbleheads and stuff.
Let's get it.
But not a grit hat. So
you got to get me the grit hat. I want to circle back to that one more time. Give me that, bro. Get the grit hat for your boy. I'm telling you, get me a grit hat.
I didn't know that was a thing, man.
If it's one thing you can get me is get me a grit hat.
I want that 313 shirt, man.
I want the grit hat.
All right. I'll look for a grit hat. Oh, I gotta send you that bear shirt I got too. I never sent that to you. That bear shirt.
I want this grit hat.
What are we doing? What is this?
Give me the grit hat, please. Let's go.
My man said we're gonna play starters first quarter. Wow, I'm surprised. Well, that's probably about 2 drives like last year, right? That's what I thought they'd do. 2 possessions, all first starters, and then they'd be done for the preseason. Personally, though, I get why they do it. I wouldn't play golf at all. I wouldn't play any of our starters. I wouldn't even touch it, man. I wouldn't touch it this year. I ain't playing with it. Man, we look too good. I ain't playing with it. But this is what I got so far. Just
not one. Wait. You wouldn't play our starters at least just one drive.
No, I wouldn't play them at all, man.
Really?
No, I don't need to see it.
I want to see one drive.
Now for the fans, I think yes, I get it. If I was a coach, I wouldn't play him. But I think for the fans, especially like you can't
for some film stuff. I need one drive for some film.
Okay.
Not I get the fans, but like Nah, the film. We need to
being
see how
at
you're
camp
doing.
So much, I feel so good about the offense. I don't want to see it at all.
Nah, I want to see what y'all go against.
I wouldn't play Hutch either. For sure, I would not play Hutchinson. I wouldn't have him touch the field. Nothing I need to see in a preseason game. He's going to start anyway.
I get it, but I need to see at least one drive of everybody.
Okay.
I don't care if it's anywhere from 3 to 10 snaps. I need to see some film how we competing against our opponents. Straight up.
Yeah. Because
I mean, after you go, when you get accustomed to going against your teammates, like you get to learn
they got the joint practice this year. You know, they got the joint with the Colts.
That ain't popped off.
No, I think week 2, right?
That hasn't popped off. Yeah. So I need to see what you look like against some opponents. Because your teammates, you learn the tendencies, you even learn the plays, you get to learn in the audibles and things like that. So I want to see. I need at least a couple plays. I need to see what's going on.
No, that's true. I rock with that.
I know they for coaches on. I'm a coach, damn it. Go ahead, man. Talk us. I'm a coach.
The first thing I'm seeing on the right, I just put list. These are players that I'm worried that aren't going to be on the roster coming into the year. They'll be on like the pup. I got Kabinda, Josh Paschal, Romeo, Jerry Jacobs. I'm starting to get worried about Levi, so I put him. But as soon as we get an update that he's not, I'll take him off because I didn't want to count these guys. And Jameson, those are the closest bubble players that I kind of like wanted to make note of that I could be in there for sure. Mark Gilbert, Garrett Griffin, just because I don't think there's going to be Kabinda coming in. Obina Eze or Dan Skipper and Tim Boyle. So this is what we rocking with, man. It's a little different than when we went through. I changed a pretty good amount of stuff. Like quarterback, I think right now David Blau's been more consistent. He would be the backup. If they came in with no, based on last year and it was just these two, David Blau's played better, so he'd be my backup. That's weird because I usually don't do that. I always have Boyle, but I'm
always that's surprising.
Yeah, and it could change. I just think he's just put more good days, more good consistent reps, and that's not to say it's not close, but I think Blau's leading right now. Running back Swift, Jamal, Reynolds, Jefferson. I'm just going with those 4. So the kick returner thing is probably the one spot where I'm not really sure what we're doing there. I don't know if we go with because Maurice Alexander's getting reps there. I'm not sure who's our kick returner this year. It seems like the lead guys would be Pimpleton, Godwin, Alexander, and who's the other guy that gets some? I don't remember who the other guy gets.
You don't see Pimpleton sliding in with Cephas. I mean, they said Cephas should be coming back shortly.
That's a good point. Yeah, if Cephas is out, put Pimpleton in there.
I think Pimpleton gets in at wide receivers. You still got Jefferson in at the running back.
Yeah, I think he's in. I think he's in with 4. I think they'll want 4 at least.
Okay. Let me look through this. Wright, Mitchell, and then like kind of D-line Brockers, Cornell Banks, Kaminsky, Bugs. Oh, Isaiah Bugs, huh? Okay.
Yeah, that was tough too. He's been getting high reps, man. So I'm thinking they'll just put him in.
I can dig it.
Yeah,
I can dig it. Hutch, Charles, Julian, James, and Austin Bryant. Oh,
I feel great about the Austin.
I like
Bryant
Austin,
one, man. That's why I highlighted in yellow.
I like Austin Bryant. I just know we did this a couple weeks ago. We didn't have him on there, so I like that.
Yeah. I got Duracell.
AA Burger and Broad David. Oh God.
See, okay, now let me.
So not Anthony Pittman.
That's the one. Anthony Pittman's.
Anthony Pittman over.
Has been either. It's just the versatility with Anthony Pittman that would put him over Sean Dan Hamilton right now. But I know I have said that I think Davis gonna make it, so I can't switch it now. What do I look like if I do that? Plus, at the same time, I don't think Davis has looked bad. I actually don't think I wouldn't say I think Pittman's looked better. I think Pittman's just in the past gotten higher reps. So I don't know. I don't think he's been better to me than Jared Davis, but he has played more edge than Jared Davis. So maybe that keeps him in. That's why I don't know. I'm a little weird on kind of the Davis and the Austin Bryant ones. Because maybe they do want another. See, here's the thing. Let me think. If I take Bryant out, I would probably put Godwin in, just so they have their returner. So I think that's what I would do. Cornerback, we're down to 6. I initially did this. I put Mark Gilbert in there, but then I took him out because I struggle with that many cornerbacks. So I went
right, especially having some versatility with Iffy.
Right.
If need be. So there's the 1-2, bam, bam, bam. There's your 2 nickels, boom, boom. Then you got that there, and you actually got and Mike Hughes got the versatility to play nickel and outside. I like that. I like the corner. Safety, T-Walk, Elliott, Kirby. You think CJ Moore gonna make it?
I do. He came right back in as a starter on special teams as soon as he came back healthy. So I think
okay.
Yeah.
And then Fox Daily, Siebert. Austin Siebert over Patterson.
Yeah.
I heard Siebert had a pretty good.
Ooh, he had a big one, huh? 62 yards.
Okay. That right there. Yeah. You knocked down to 62, baby. You get
all right. All right, we good.
I like that. I like that a lot. Bubble. Okay, on the list of injuries over there on the right. I'm just talking through it. My bad, bro.
No, you're good. I should put
Levi
Godwin
Jacobs
on there too. I mean, and Maurice Alexander, but I just can't see how he'd make the roster. That's the biggest issue I have with this. I'm not sure who my returner is with this list. I don't know.
I mean, Hughes has some ability to do some returning. He has
been working there. Trinity Benson's done a little bit. So maybe they go that way.
I don't see Trinity Benson making the team.
See, I didn't think so either, but
I don't think he's making it.
Mixing with the ones. He keeps mixing in with the ones, man.
I feel like Pimpleton might make it over Trinity Benson.
I can't see him. I just his reps aren't high enough. His reps aren't. But I'm Pimpleton's flash. I think
they're saying he's electricity, bro.
He's good, man. He's fun to watch, man. He's got great energy, but nah, man, I can't. Trinity Benson's just been playing too high. He still drops passes here and there, but he makes big plays. He is getting a returner battle just like Pimpleton, but he just when I see him mixing in with the ones, it's like, man, I can't see him not making it.
I think they're mixing him in with the ones just to see how's he doing against
right. And they're doing that with the ones. They're putting him with the twos a little bit, but they're not moving Pimpleton it up at all, man. It's just
I think they're trying to figure out if Trinity Benson is a guy we should keep around. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't see him making the team. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not sold on Trinity Benson. I mean, you've seen him more than me, like you've seen him play. So you got a better understanding of the good kid, but I don't know. I mean, I like this 53. I'm not only one I would really say is probably that Jared Davis one.
I could see putting Pip in there. Actually, at first I only went with 4, but then I'm like, they're gonna keep more than 4, man. So that's why I get Brian in a weird spot because I'm like, do they keep 5 off ball and 5 edge rushers? Because I like the D line. Like Kaminsky's been a baller. He's been one of the standouts. I have no idea why people aren't talking about Kaminsky. Like, bro,
I've been reading a little bit about him.
Okay, good, because he's been a problem, man. Kaminsky's been a very big problem. So him and Banks. I like the D line. Looks good, especially if Levi isn't healthy. That's good. And I'm like the Pimpleton thing. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because, he's doing some return stuff. I don't know. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. He just isn't working his way up like that at this point. I think what help it. He needs to be big time during the preseason game because to be honest with you. If I'm being real honest, just in production, what I've seen through train camp through far, Tom Kennedy's been better than both of them by far. I mean, in just terms of like impact consistently, Tom Kennedy's been the better of the two. But then on the special team side, I don't think Tom Kennedy really brings them anything. And I think they'll go with one of those two over Tom Kennedy. But Tom Kennedy's been better than those two.
What I got a question. Panda wants to know where can we find the Family Fest scrimmage film?
I have no clue. I saw the Packers did it, but I don't. No, I was there. I don't think the Lions do that, man. No, they don't hook us up like that. They should. They should stream it, but no, I don't think they do.
You ain't got the inside scoop,
man. There was a lot of. Hey, I'll tell you, there's a lot of punting. There's a lot of punting, and a lot of kickoffs. So you didn't. Hey, there's a lot of like sections there for about 8 minutes where you missed nothing, where the Lions just kept punting the ball over and over.
Why?
They just go through the drills like that, I guess. They go like 11 on 11, then when the drive ends, they just punt it like 8 times in a row. It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah. It was good though. I mean, hey, all you missed is big plays. That's all you missed, man. Big plays from Goff to DJ Chark. That's it.
Chark balling.
Man, he's balling.
Is he a problem?
Yo,
is he a problem?
Chark looks Josh Reynolds look normal. Like Josh Reynolds, it looks like Josh Reynolds. But remember, Josh Reynolds last year was such a spark on the outside. DJ Chark just is like on it. Looks like he's on a whole nother level, man. And Goff is like, because I was thinking about this, man. Like, how many proven receivers has Goff had coming into a year. And I'm thinking about, because we know they had all the young guys in 2017, all the rookies, stuff like that. Then he got Robert Woods. Brandon Cooks, when he first got he took off. DJ Chark is proven, man, and it's for a couple days there, I was a little bit like, I don't know if I see it, man. He's dropping passes, and he still has a couple drops here and there, but it's slowly becoming like every single time he throws it to him, it's caught, and it's a big play. He's always hitting big plays to Chark. It's like 3 or 4 a day you'll find that are 30+ yards. Like the deep ball is here, man. It is crazy.
Good to hear.
Yeah,
that's good to hear. I mean, when we signed the guy, I kind of knew what we were getting, and he was because he Pro Bowled. What was his rookie year? Second year. Yeah. He's put up over 1,000 yards. Like he's shown that he can play at a high level in the NFL. It just came down to him staying available, and then Jacksonville was just terrible last year. So that locker room, that culture was just so bad. Like everybody played bad. Nobody wanted to play good in Jacksonville. So once we got the DJ Chark signing, I was already excited. And I mean, we talked about this months ago, how he just adding him is going to help our run game and our passing game, just because he's someone you have to respect, because he has the 4.3 speed. He is 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". He can beat you deep, 50-50 ball. He can run all routes in the route tree. So hearing that DJ Chark has been balling is no surprise to me. It's just that the kid needed to stay healthy, and he's excited and happy. Like, our culture here. People talk about the Lions culture. So he's talked about the culture here. So he's excited to play. He's hungry, and he already had all the skills and the tools. So that doesn't surprise me. I'm excited to see when we get J-Mo back, and now you got to worry about Chark and J-Mo on the outside. Like now teams really gonna have to it's gonna. Man, I'm telling you,
it's gonna be a problem, man. Like I mean,
I'm telling you,
they're probably like, oh man, you just like overly optimistic or whatever. But I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it in person, DJ Chark is going crazy over top. I mean, he's just blowing by safeties. It's making Tracy Walker and Elliott look bad, because it's just always by those guys. But it's testing them like T-Walk, hasn't been tested in a couple years. But Josh Reynolds, it's like a security blanket over top. He'll make big plays, things like that, but it's not the same. But when they get Jameson back, seriously, if all 3 of those are healthy, let's just say St. Brown's healthy too, that receiving core is really good.
That's right, we're in the top half. I feel like we're in the top half at that point when we get all 4 of our guys back. I'm telling you, we get through that first stretch up to that bye week, and we got more wins than we do losses. I'm gonna be excited because we about to add in J-Mo. Jacob should be back by then. Levi should be back by then. Josh Pascal should be back by then. You know what I'm saying? Like we're getting back some more key players after the bye week. Romeo, I don't know, man. I hope Romeo's coming back from what I'm reading and where he's at in his rehab and things like that. Like, I don't know.
Where have you heard he's at? Have you heard it like specifics? Because it sounds like
a report came out like he was like, yeah, he's very optimistic. He hope he does come back sometime this season. He wants to be out there and help his teammates. Oof. But where he's at in his rehab, he just started running.
Yeah, he's been running.
So if you're not like going through drills or going through like doing football moves at that point, like I don't know.
That stinks, man. It stinks how long that one is taking. Jeez, you would think he got re-hurt again. It's the same injury.
And then coming out of a 3-point stand, like you're firing off on that Achilles. You know what I'm saying? Like he's firing off on that bad boy coming out of a 3-point stand. So he hasn't even started doing football moves yet. That's what I'm like nervous about. Like, let's get us some film out there, like Akuda going through drills and things like that. So I hope he comes back, because that's just gonna make our team better. But I'm being a realist. Like, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think we're gonna see him before week 10. But if he come back and we got more wins than losses, like cool, we added another pass rusher. I would love that. I don't know, man. I think his time as a Lion is probably up. I'm just be real.
Yeah, it stinks. That stinks, man.
Like, I mean, we probably should accept it a little bit. Like,
jeez, man.
You ain't played a down for us in 2 years, and we're in your cap hit of like 14 mil. I mean, we just got to be realists. Like, it is what it is. But sure.
Yeah.
That's why we have Josh Pascal and Aiden Hutchinson. They're the future. We got our big D in and we got our rush in. That's the future, bro. I like your 53. It looked good.
Yeah. James Houston's another guy to watch though, because he's gonna be big time without Romeo.
I heard he's been doing pretty well.
Yeah, he's gonna be very specific. He's gonna be very scheme specific, but not scheme specific, like down specific. It seems like only pass downs.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, you gotta have, because Charles has played really well, which is expected. He's getting a lot of 1-on-1s, but when they put Hutch on the inside, they're usually putting like Julian on his side. They'll put Charles on the opposite side. But when it's not Julian, it's James Houston, and James Houston has been. I mean, he's fine. He's perfect for those roles. Like he can get after the quarterback for sure. And every day he's flashing more and more. He's working his way up because of the injuries. It seems like.
Oh
man,
I just watched Austin Seaver hit that 62-yarder. Sorry.
Oh man, I know. And then he got to bounce it in too. Like, why you have to make it like? Why do you have to make it like that, man? When they put that thing in his own 48, I was like, how far is his field goal? There's no way. Nah, it's been so tight so far.
Like he hit it.
You can just tell though when Patterson gets 50 plus, he's either like missing it to the side, he's like he's trying to hit it too hard, or he's just the second one he tried it from 62 and it was just short. It didn't get there. Straight, it just did not get there.
He don't got the leg.
No, Patterson's got the leg, man. And not Patterson, Cyber. He can hit
Cyber.
That. Yeah.
I get
the tight end one's weird too because I put Mitchell in there, but I don't know. I don't know where he's at with health, but I think if he's healthy, they'll go with him because he's just more flexible than Garrett Griffin.
Goff gonna have a big year, huh?
I think so, man. I think it'll be his best season. I don't know statistically if that's how it'll play out. If it'll be better than that Rams year. But someone in here, what did my man say in here? I want to go back a little bit. Like I said, I think he said
where
he said his 9-8 season considered a successful season, missing the playoffs. Goff goes 23 for 13, 3,979 yards. They shop a new quarterback and draft new quarterback. Man, if he puts up 23 and 13, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. He needs to put him away.
That's a new quarterback.
A better stat line than that. Yeah,
that's a new quarterback.
There's no reason he's 23 and 13 this year. If he's healthy, if he's played 17 games, you put 23 passing touchdowns. There's something wrong with our offense. There's something wrong. It'll be like last year, man. What are we doing? That's not good.
Yeah, 23 and 13. I think we're getting a new quarterback.
It's like one a game.
Yeah, we got more wins than losses, but at the end of the day, like at a quarterback standpoint, statistically, that doesn't look good. That doesn't include the fumbles. Like I don't know. I'm going to get a new quarterback. He do something like that. Real talk.
Brad, I'm telling you, he goes 23 and 13 for less than 4,000. We ain't going 9-8.
We can get a lot of rushing touchdowns at that point. I mean, the run game could be controlling, the defense could be playing well. But at that point, I already think he's like a game manager, anyways. But you're not looking like a very good game manager either. Man, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to be nice about.
No, it'll be a good year for him, man. He's been really good so far. He'll throw some picks though.
That's all I've been reading. It's been good for him. The majority has been good. There's been more good than bad. That's what I've read about him.
And then all by side, like if you had to pick out a player that's been the best for training camp, it's been him every day. He's been the best player at training camp. But he's throwing some dangerous passes. He's probably still gonna throw some picks in there, like that's expected. But I don't want him to lose that. Just take off the top. Every time he gets one-on-one, just throw it up to someone. I hope we see that if they do play the starters week 1, and they just puts it up there. I mean, hopefully it goes well because then there'll be something that they can build off of going forward. But my goodness, man. I mean, he's in a good spot right now to have a great year.
That week 1's a test. Honestly,
season. Are you talking?
I'm talking like actual season against Philly Dilly.
Oh yeah.
I wish we would have got a cupcake game week 1. Like I wish we could have got like Seattle week 1 and get our confidence high. Because they did us like that last year. They threw us right into the fire against San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I feel like I kind of want to. Honestly, I would have loved to have a cupcake game week 1. Like I'd rather play Washington over Philly week 1. I mean, it's gonna be a test. We come out and win, we're gonna be on a high. If we come out and just lose by a couple plays, I think we're still gonna be on a high. But if we come out and get blown out, then that's gonna hurt the fans and that could kind of hurt the morale of the team. Like, dang, we didn't put in all this work through the offseason, summer, and we come get blown out again by Philly. That's gonna mess with people mentally, fans and players. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on how that week 1 goes. I think it's gonna be a tell for that season because
Absolutely.
We come and fight, barely lose. We can build off that. We win. Oh, sky's the limit at that point because Philly's is supposed to be one of the respected teams in the NFC that coming into the year. Because on paper, Philly looks really good. Like, I would say on paper, they're in the top 10 on paper as far as rosters.
Yeah.
So if we can come in and compete and just lose off a couple little plays, bam, that's cool. Obviously, I want the win, but I'm just thinking for like the morale of the team. Because if we come and get blown out, that's gonna kill the morale. I really think that. That's why I wish we would have got a cupcake game.
Yeah,
on week 1.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Come in, get that W. We ride high. Boom, 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 boom. But we getting tested week 1, 2 years in a row.
Yep. Yeah, they are. And then to the point though, like we don't know for sure. Like I remember we played Chargers. We opened against them. We were like, man, it's a playoff type of team. And we played them. It turned out they were awful that year. I think that happened with the Giants too in 2014, right? We opened the year against the Giants. We beat them pretty good, and then they turned out to be not very good. But then like last year, yeah, we got San Fran NFC Championship team week 1. So man, I do like their matchup though week 1. I like how we can match up with Hurts. But yeah, I mean they didn't give us nothing light to start out with. Those first 8 games coming out of the bye week, it's not gonna be easy, man. Like I don't know. But to your point, if we're 3-2, we're in a great spot.
We're in a good spot.
1-4.
It's not looking too. It's not looking too well.
Yeah.
If we go to the bye and we're up, we're golden because we're getting a lot of players back.
We're like the Packers schedule. We got a tough start, sort of, and then once we get out of that, we're good to go. But it's not gonna be easy to start yet. Philadelphia is gonna be tough. But man,
Philly dilly.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a rough one. You got anything else you want to throw out there?
Let me see. I don't think so, man. Trying to look, man, because the tackle one still got me nervous. So I'm maybe.
Well, I mean, we know we're not looking the strongest at offensive tackle. Like I think.
Hoping the new guys. I'm just hoping the new guy maybe he brings some juice or something because it doesn't seem like Obina Eze has at this point made any progress to taking Nelson's spot. So someone's got to come in there maybe with the veteranness to take that spot.
We just signed one. Hopefully, he can pan out. I told you we should have got Riley Reef. I don't like the contract Riley Reef got, but just somebody along that caliber, bro. Like
he got like $12 million, didn't he?
Yeah, I didn't. I'm thinking. I'm like I honestly I would pay a solid backup swing tackle about $6 million. I'd bring him in on a $6 million contract because I think that's how important it is to us. Because if one of them goes down, then it's all back to the early of last year when we couldn't get nothing going because Matt Nelson was in Goff's lap every play. You know what I'm saying? Like so, we got to figure that out.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to. But all right then, man. When we going again? Thursday?
Yeah, we go Thursday.
Let's go Thursday because
we should go Thursday.
We're going Thursday over there on your channel
because it's the day before the game, so we'll do some sort of preview or something.
Yeah, we're gonna go Thursday and we'll talk through Hard Knocks, things like that. You know what I mean? We're gonna that. Let's hit it again Thursday. Chat. We appreciate y'all tapping in once again. Hit that like, subscribe if you ain't already subscribed. We appreciate it. Thursday we're gonna be over on Mustachio.
Yeah, let's do it, man. My man said.
What did he say?
He said Raymond's the 4th best punt returner. Now, he was a good punt returner last year. But he said, why waste a spot on Godwin? Godwin, I think, was a top 10 kick returner last year. He averaged like 25 yards per kick return.
I personally don't want to waste a spot on Godwin.
I didn't have a ball there, but
I know you did.
No, I like Godwin.
I don't want to waste a spot on Godwin at all. I don't.
Let's just keep 6 running backs, man. Let's just keep them all.
I don't. I do not want to waste a spot on him.
We got to keep Godwin.
No,
I should have.
We don't. No, we don't.
We need to. We need to keep.
No, we don't. Man, let's get out of here, bro. Hey, make sure y'all drink your H2O because it's hot everywhere. Everywhere it's hot. You drink some Pedialyte.
Pedialyte.
Get your electrolytes in you.
What is that?
Pedialyte, bro. It's full of electrolytes. Real talk.
No, that sounds black, red. It doesn't sound good.
Pedialyte? You ain't never had no Pedialyte?
I was gonna take a picture. I saw those gummies at Walmart. I was like, I didn't buy them though, because man, if I buy them, I won't stop eating them. So, but they had a big box there. They had like a 50-pack. They had a 50-pack and a 20-pack.
You should have bought them.
I know. I was gonna send you a picture of it.
Send it.
Why did I take the picture? But I should have.
Next time, take the picture.
Yeah, because now I know where they're at. I know what spot they're in.
But all right, you got any words of wisdom or we outro?
I'm good, man. I think we outro.
All right, words of wisdom. Drink some water. Be kind to everyone. And be grateful. Everybody be easy. We'll see y'all Thursday. You heard? Hit that like button when we out.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.